Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that takes complex topics and really distills them down into clear insights for you.
Hmm.
Today, we're tackling something incredibly important and, frankly, quite difficult.
Hmm.
The humanitarian situation unfolding in Gaza right now.
Yeah, it's a critical focus.
Our main lens for our conversation is a live update from Al Jazeera. The headline reads, "Live, Aid Israel allowing into Gaza still a drop in the ocean," UN says.
That headline really grabs you.
It does. And our mission here is pretty straightforward. Unpack the key pieces of information from this report. We want to give you a really sharp, informed view of what's being reported on the ground.
Absolutely. Get past the headlines, into the detail.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. Right up top, the report features this really stark assessment from the UN's humanitarian chief. Basically saying, look, it's welcome that more aid is being allowed in by Israel, but, compared to the need, it's still just a drop in the ocean.
Right. And what's fascinating there, or rather crucial, isn't just that phrase, powerful as it is.
Yeah.
It's what the UN official reportedly said right after that. They stress that severe restrictions continue to block life-saving deliveries.
Ah, okay. So even with potentially more aid allowed in principle.
Exactly. It highlights this kind of paradox, a disconnect. You might have a policy shift announced, but if the mechanisms on the ground, the actual delivery, is still blocked or heavily restricted.
And the impact is minimal. That drop in the ocean feels even smaller then.
Precisely. It suggests the whole system of getting aid to people is still deeply problematic, according to this UN assessment.
And the report makes it clear this isn't just, an abstract problem of logistics. It gets really interesting, tragically so, when you see the immediate human impact described.
Yeah, the human cost.
It states, quite starkly, over the last day, 14 more Palestinians have died of malnutrition, including a baby.
Wow. 14, including an infant.
That detail just really hits home, doesn't it? It brings the whole crisis into incredibly sharp focus. Malnutrition deaths.
And it immediately raises this important question, right? It's not just about the total amount of aid getting past the border checks.
What else then?
It's about distribution, safety, access within Gaza. And the source, well, it gives some really harrowing examples.
Okay.
It reports that Israeli forces have opened fire on Palestinians waiting for food at 2 sites in Gaza.
Oh, no. While waiting for aid.
Yes, apparently resulting in at least 1 killed and many wounded. So you see, it's not just scarcity.
It's danger. Extreme danger, even in the act of seeking help.
Exactly. It paints a picture of, profound precarity for civilians just trying to survive, trying to get basic necessities.
So let's connect these dots. We have the UN saying the overall aid volume is a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Then we have these reports of people dying from lack of food, malnutrition.
The 14 deaths.
And on top of that, violence erupting at the very places where aid is being distributed. What does this all mean for understanding the scale, the reality of this humanitarian crisis based on this Al Jazeera report?
Well, pulling it together, the picture the report paints is one of a continuing very severe crisis.
Right.
The increased aid, while noted, is framed as just completely insufficient. And that insufficiency seems to stem from, 2 main things, according to this source.
That's right.
1, the ongoing severe restrictions the UN official mentioned, blocking aid getting in effectively. And 2, these incredibly dangerous conditions, these incidents happening at distribution points.
So it's blocked coming in and dangerous trying to get it once it's there.
That seems to be the implication here. The report actually specifically frames a question reflecting on this. What has Israel's denial of food done to Gaza's people?
That's a powerful framing.
It is. It really reinforces the message that, according to the source, the situation for civilians remains one of extreme deprivation and danger, despite any, adjustments in aid policy that might be reported.
Okay. So this deep dive into the Al Jazeera update, it really lays bare that gap, doesn't it? The chasm between what's allowed versus what's needed.
Yeah, a huge gap.
And the devastating human cost that's happening right now as reported. It's a very stark picture of the complexities.
It really is. And we connect this to the bigger picture. Maybe step back for a second.
Please.
It makes you think, doesn't it, about just how complicated humanitarian aid becomes in conflict zones. It's never as simple as just, sending trucks.
Right. Policy versus reality.
Exactly. What's stated versus what actually reaches people, and crucially, under what conditions they receive it or try to receive it. It underscores why understanding these on-the-ground reports from various sources is so vital. And, that phrase, a drop in the ocean, Maybe we should think about what that really signifies when lives, including infants' lives, are at stake. It's not just quantity, is it?
No, it sounds like it signifies a potential breakdown in the whole system meant to provide relief.
That's a good way to put it. A potential breakdown in the systems meant to save lives. Something for you, the listener, to really consider.
Indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope this exploration of the Al Jazeera report has given you some valuable insights into a truly vital global issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we definitely encourage you to continue your own exploration, seeking out information on these important topics.